As you can see. That is pretty goddamn crazy. Heal himself. Take Mjolnir as a whip. Turns Mjolnir as a whip. It's crazy. I say that's a yes. Do you want to exit game? No. Of course not. But yeah, he's just amazing. Groot as Thor. Now that'd be cool in Marvel Heroes. Of course, Yellow Jacket would be cool too. Oh, we're on like chapter 5. No, was it? Oh, yeah, MODOK. Let's do that. I am just doing an easy stream if you don't know. I usually am on between 4 Eastern Time and 8 Eastern Time. This is not my usual time slot at all. But somebody asked if I would be on after 12 midnight New Year's Eve. It is Happy New Year's to everybody. Happy New Year's to everybody that is watching. We are underneath the Marvel Heroes tag because that is usually what we play. I usually play Marvel Heroes like 100%. And this is what I usually play on the side why I am not playing Marvel Heroes. This, of course, is Future Fight. If you don't play Future Fight, it's an awesome game. It's free to play. It is on Android and iOS. You can search it up. You can even find me, Unknown King. Same name, but no numbers. They have awesome villains. They don't even care. Villains, heroes. They have everyone in the game, which is awesome. I won't be playing for long or streaming for long, but we'll get some stuff done on Future Fight, of course. But if you haven't downloaded this game and you got a tablet, it's a Marvel Heroes you can play on the toilet. What is better than that? What is better than a Marvel Heroes you can play on the toilet? We got Yellow Jacket as my main. If you watch the Ant-Man movie, then you know who Yellow Jacket is. And you can see he's pretty badass. And that's why he is one of my main heroes. He is just amazing. Everybody that said they wanted me to stream is not here though. But I hope you're enjoying the game. Whoever is here. It is a pretty good game. Getting some levels on Groot. Groot is amazing. I am playing on an emulator, which is BlueStacks, which is a totally different thing. Of course, you can play this on Android, but I'll grab energy. I got some monies. I got 2,400 crystals. Maybe I got some gift energy. Nope, I don't. Let's claim that too. Uh-huh. So we are gonna have to claim some gift energy to keep going. I get the crystals and everything, so we are good on that. And you get that for free. If you play pair versus pair, you just do it and beat up on anybody that is well leveled than you, and you can get free energy. You can get free crystals, you can get everything as long as you have patience. The, the worst thing you can play this game and not have patience. If you don't, I don't suggest this game at all. But if you have patience and you can wait, like I can, Marvel Heroes will pretty much train you to have patience and to gain heroes. But this is a lot better than that. You don't have to wait 3 months to have 10 heroes in this game. You'll probably have 10 heroes in 3 days. That's the difference, pretty much. What's up, Deadpool the man? Hope you have a good one. Hope you are enjoying some Marvel Future Fight action. Yeah, this game is pretty badass. Let me call Wicked Fasten. Oh, no, it's fine, yeah. Yeah, this game is pretty badass. This game is pretty good. And that's why I am doing a midnight stream of it. Someone asked me to do it. Ah, what the hell? No. So even though auto repeat would have worked, but would have took a clear ticket. Even though I was doing it. Silk and Miles Morales, yeah. That's what I was just saying too. Is that even though they're all like Spider-Man, they're all different. And Future Fight does a good job at distinguishing each and every one of them. They got all Spider-Man powers, but they are all different in this game. And that's exactly what could happen in Marvel Heroes. Is that even though they are the same, they can be different. They can be different. And this game pretty much proves that. Even though they don't have as many powers as they would have in Marvel Heroes, they do prove that each hero could be different with the same kind of powers. They can be different. Yeah, there's not any X-Men action. And Deadpool is kind of X-Men-y. He's kind of X-Men. He's kind of X-Men. He was developed from Wolverine's powers. So, he is kind of X-Men. There is no X-Men in the game yet. Yet. But Deadpool is kind of X-Men. He is developed from the same system, the Weapon X program that created Wolverine. So he is kind of X-Men. And there is no X-Men in this game. As you can see, there is no X-Men. No, I actually have not seen that clip yet. It's probably in one of my folders though already. Actually in one of my notifications. But I have not seen it yet. We all know he's not going to be in Civil War. Because he was never in Civil War anyways. What we need is Planet Hulk. We need Planet Hulk. That would be awesome. Hello, Pizza. Yes, we are doing a late night stream since Meowita asked. And Meowita is not even here. Now to ask me if I was gonna do it, I ended up bringing it up. We are playing Future Fight, even though we're still under the Marvel Heroes tag. We are still doing that. We are actually finishing off MODOK. Thank God my emulator is working today. A new Blade movie would actually be excellent too. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. Give a little bit of fill time. And Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. It just ended up being a new year here. It is 12/26. Yep, 12/26. Hey, who would win, Deathstroke or Winter Soldier? Deathstroke. Deathstroke is basically Deadpool, except with a not as good healing factor. Besides Deadpool having a better healing factor, he absolutely is better. Okay, who do I want? This is a problem I always run into. Who do I want? Let's go to team. Is anybody close to getting as? Spider-Man will be a whiles. And of course I got a lot of 5 stars heroes. Hulk is only grab only. Iron Man. No one is real close. I don't think that I can farm actually. At least right now. I could get Winter Soldier up a little bit. Could get Sharon Carter up a little bit. Punisher up a little bit. Let's go Punisher a little bit. Because he is 130. And then we'll probably go Sharon Carter. Then we just go to rank up. Click that. 6-6. Hells yeah. I'm just happy that DC is actually gonna put out movies now, hopefully. Hopefully Batman vs Superman does good. I love DC and I love Marvel. I love both of them. Ghost Rider and Scorpion. See, that's when you get into a bad area. Because Ghost Rider can do his vision and do it to his soul and condemn his soul, but Scorpion has a condemned soul, so it's kind of a weird situation. It's kind of a weird situation that you would ask that because of that. Ghost Rider condemned souls, and Scorpion has a condemned soul, so it come down to physical attacks, pretty much. And Ghost Rider has some pretty good physical attacks, and so doesn't Scorpion. In the end, it all comes down to who is telling the story, of course. But that's the cheap way to say that whoever's writing the story will make them win. That's what I need to work on next, is some Batman comics. I've been neglecting the Batman. I just bought Superman. I just bought a ton of Marvel. All my Superman comics are, let's see, 30 years old. Every single comic that I got from Superman recently is 30 years old. Pretty crazy when you think about it. But I got them random. I bought random comic boxes. I got them really cheap. So, it was awesome. A Batman Beyond movie would be awesome too. I agree. I would love a Batman Beyond, especially Batman Beyond. We've seen enough of Batman. Move on to Batman Beyond now. Move on to the future. Ben Affleck may seem like a bad choice, but I think he's gonna make a good Batman. Everybody complains about Batfleck, that Ben Affleck's gonna make a bad Batman. He did. Ben Affleck did not make a bad Daredevil. You know what made a bad Daredevil? That shitty ass movie that they tried making into a Daredevil. What made a bad movie is that whole scene with Elektra when they were fighting in the playground. That's what made a bad movie. For an average moviegoer, that made a shitty ass movie. But Ben Affleck was not bad. It was the movie. The movie just was awful. Ben Affleck was not bad in Daredevil. Every part that you can see of Daredevil, even up to the Kingpin, that was good. But the stupid scene in the park and all kinds of crap like that, that was bad. That was bad. There's a difference. Even though some people might disagree with me, that's your opinion. That is a fine course. I don't care. It is awesome that you have your own opinion, and that is the reason why we have discussions like this. You might disagree, but Ben Affleck did not make a bad Daredevil. Ryan Reynolds did not make a bad Green Lantern. You know what sucked about Green Lantern? Was the stupid CGI that they had. The mask that they had that was CGI. He was not a bad Daredevil. He was not a bad Deadpool in the first Wolverine movie. And that's what people realized after they watched the first Deadpool movie. Up until they sold his mouth shut, it was a good Deadpool. In the beginning, that was a good Deadpool. Up until the end, that's when Deadpool sucked. That's when Deadpool sucked, was the end. This is not rocket science. It is pretty much almost fact that Deadpool was good up until he wasn't Deadpool anymore. When they sewed his mouth shut, the merc with the mouth, it was a good Deadpool. It was absolutely fine. Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider first movie was alright. That was an alright first movie. But when they got to the second movie and they said, screw it. Has anybody seen the first Deadpool movie? They looked like they looked around. Has anybody seen it? Okay, we're gonna go our own way. We don't even care about the first Deadpool movie. Spirit of Vengeance? That wasn't part 2. That was part... You're screwed. It was just weird. There was a part 2, but it wasn't part 2. That was just awful. Nicolas Cage didn't do a bad Ghost Rider in the first one. Even though it was kind of weird. It was kind of awkward how he did it. But... he did a decent Ghost Rider. What screwed that was part 2 of Ghost Rider. What they didn't call part 2, but it was part 2. It was like, what the hell are you talking about? How is this part 2 but not part 2? What the hell are you talking about? This Ghost Rider movie is part 2 of the movie, but not part 2. How the hell do you even go about doing that kind of stuff? Who the hell is making decisions? It's like when people bring up exactly what you're bringing up right now. Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man movies, he made a good Peter Parker, but he made an awful Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield made a good Spider-Man, but a decent Peter Parker. I still rather have a decent Peter Parker and an awful Spider-Man. I guess it's maybe just me, but that's how it seemed like it was. I haven't found anybody better yet, so I'd rather have him. You know what I mean? And plus, we would have had the Sinister Six. I don't care what anybody says. Amazing Spider-Man 3 with the Sinister Six. Oh, how fast they got into the Sinister Six would actually be Amazing Spider-Man 2. It would have been awesome to have the Sinister Six on screen. Tobey Maguire made an awful Peter Parker. And once in a while, actually, only in 3 he made an awful Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire only made a bad Peter Parker in 3. Movie 3. When he went all emo. But 1 and 2, he did good. He wasn't a good Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield did an awesome Spider-Man. He was a decent Peter Parker at best. And I loosely put the term decent Peter Parker at best. But he made an awesome Spider-Man. With that one scene where he was, when he's swinging around the bridge and he's like, hey, I'm swinging here, I'm swinging here. That is a perfect Peter Parker. That was a perfect Peter Parker right there. When he's like, I'm swinging here, I'm swinging here. That was a perfect Peter Parker. I mean, a perfect Spider-Man. That was perfect. But the one thing I am sad about is that we are not getting a Sinister Six with that movie. We absolutely deserve a Sinister Six, and that series needs to be played out. I wish they would play out that series and give us a Sinister Six. I don't care how decent it looks. We deserve at least their attempt at a Sinister Six. Of course, you might not agree with me, but that is how everything works on the internet anyways. But I think we deserve a Sinister Six movie. And I think they would have at least done it decent. Even if they did it bad, we would have saw Sinister Six. And we could have been happy about seeing the Sinister Six. We were so close to seeing the Sinister Six. And like I said, He did a Nerds Are Cool kind of Peter Parker. That's how it is now, though. If you knew and now and Peter Parker was growing up, nerds are kind of cool now. So they kind of did the nerds are kind of cool thing. That's how nerds are now. They're kind of cool. We kind of know shit, and people are just figuring this out. That nerds kind of know stuff. To change Amazing Spider-Man is just weird. I think they should have kept on with it. They should have did Sinister Six and gave it a shot. We would have saw a Brock that wasn't the guy from the '70s show. That's 10 times better. All right there. We would have saw Eddie Brock that wasn't a skinny little guy. Eddie Brock in the comics was a skinny little guy, but he bulked up until the Venom that we know. If you don't know how Venom started, is that Eddie Brock was a skinny guy like Peter Parker. But the Venom suit attached to him, and his anger, he was weightlifting and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and he got built. He got jacked. He was like the size of the Rock after he came out. But that was after. Deadpool, Deadpool. Venom was skinny at first when he attached to Eddie Brock. And if you don't know, Venom, the symbiote, the costume, is actually female. The reason why Venom, the suit, the symbiote, got so mad that Parker took him off is because it was actually a her. It was a woman's skin. And that's why the symbiote costume was so pissed off. The symbiote costume is a female. Even though some people say that they were asexual, they actually go from like back and forth, depending if you're a male, they go to female. And since it was on two males at once, it was a female. Would you finger bang Selena Gomez? Somebody is drinking already. I'll have two of what that guy's having. I will have two of what that guy's having. Three. Shit, three. Yes, three. I'll take three of whatever that guy's having. Well, I'm gonna go now. Finna play Star Wars Battlefront. Peace. Awesome. Have fun playing Battlefront. I hope you have a good time playing it. There's a bear crap in the woods. I will feel guilty after, though. Only after. Of course, we're only doing a short stream of this. We're only doing a very short stream of Marvel Future Fight, showing off Marvel Future Fight. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of you see of it. Let's get Loki in there. Sweet, we got that. This game is Pony. An easy ride? I don't know what that means. I'm just doing a quick stream of this. Kind of show it off. Anytime we can show off a future fight, it's always awesome. Of course, I'm like one of the end game players. I am working up to 6 stars on like everybody. I think this game deserves this recognition. If you got an Android tablet, you should absolutely download it. If you got a computer, you can either go BlueStacks or... shit. What's the other one? I forget the other name of the other one. Well, you can go Droid 4X. You can go Droid 4X or BlueStacks. I usually recommend BlueStacks. Unless you get into the problem where it asks you to download too much crap. And then I would say Droid 4X. Because they don't ask you to download crap. We got one more Falcon to go. I just bought energy, so I'm good. This is what I'm usually playing on the side when I'm playing Marvel Heroes. Is playing Future Fight. It's the Marvel Heroes version of a game we can play on the toilet. If you got a tablet. I am Yellow Jacket right now. Of course, we can pull out Spider-Man if we wanted. Back in Black Spider-Man. Smack him up. Smack him up, yo. There we go. If you're not high enough level, this game can get pretty hot. It all depends on your level compared to the game. Most people will go way overpowered level to their what they're farming. summon somebody. Overkill. That's just overkill. I'm just trying to level up Groot right now. Okay, we are done with that. I guess I ain't gonna be streaming for long. I'm just showing up a little bit of Future Fight. And we'll go War Machine. Happy New Year, everybody that is in the new year. If you're on the East Coast, you're in the new year. And if you are on the middle of the country, you are almost there. West Coast is not there yet. That is still a whiles away. Look at that. Somebody's got a Miles and Morales 6 stars. That is crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Crazy. That's actually probably my brother's Miles and Morales. Let's check him. And Wicked Fast, yes. That is my brother's Wicked Fast. He's insane. There we go. He is insane. My brother is insane at this game. If you know about Future Fight, I need to go back to that after, but let's go Alliance. Nice. We just upgraded. Allies. Wicked Fast. Level 60 already. I'm level 59. I'm right behind him. But this guy is insane. I have like 5 level 60 heroes. And 5 6-star heroes. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31 goddamn 6-star heroes. The guy's just crazy. Yeah, you're crazy, man. You're crazy, bro. Now we see mine, which I am sort of crazy myself, just with the 3 6-stars and a bunch of 5 stars, 4 stars, blah blah blah. I gotta move him up a little bit. I got a couple 6 stars that are behind there. But damn. Way to make me look bad, huh? Okay. Go to him. Start doing some War Machine. I am gonna fortunately get off pretty soon. I'm gonna jump off in about 5 minutes or so. Just doing a quick stream. Somebody asked me if I could do a quick stream on Future Fight and a New Year's kind of quick stream. So I decided to do a quick stream of it. Future Fight is pretty cool, as you can see. It's worth playing if you got an Android tablet. If you don't got an Android tablet, it's pretty cool to play on BlueStacks, a Droid 4X. Always good. It's better to play on tablet though. It is absolutely better. You might run into difficulty later on if you play on anything else but tablet. But I figured I'd do a little bit of a stream of this. It's funny because like nobody's on either, but there's actually some people on now. What? No. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed some Marvel Heroes action. Some hot Marvel Hero action. Well, Future Fight, anyways. We had a last stream in the line. I'm gonna end it soon. I just came on to fill out the New Year at time. Maybe I'll do that after we get our fill of biometrics from this chapter, which we still haven't gotten any from. We haven't even got one biometric yet. Kind of bad luck, considering. Damn it. That just goes my wrong page. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the stream. Smashed. Melted. Come on, give me a biometric already. How many times have I played this one? Damn, none. None. Absolutely no biometrics. No biometrics at all. Yo, Jack is just kicking ass. Kicking ass. Kicking ass and taking names. Just absolutely decimated stuff. Of course, we just found biometrics, so it's not nothing big. Melted. Just absolutely melted. They just don't want to give us biometrics. No biometrics at all. Hey up, give us some biometrics. Let's go with somebody else. I came in 2016. That is a little bit too much information. That is gross, dude. We did not need to know that. Of course I'm joking, but it wouldn't be less funny if I wasn't. We'll smash things up with Groot. Seems to be doing a good job so far. He is holding his own. See how Groot and Iron Man does. Well, Groot as Thor. Now tell me this wouldn't be badass. As his own hero, variants would be very good. And he's got Rocket. Oh, look at that. Rocket and Groot team up, sort of. Tell me that wouldn't be cool. Tell me that wouldn't be cool. Groot as Thor. Tell me that ain't just cool, man. Tell me that isn't just cool. Enemy shifter, goddammit. You know when you're happy when I don't have to admit that. I absolutely don't have to admit that. Is there anybody on what's watching today? House connection, blah 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 blah. I just checked recently. Of course, house connection would be awesome. Nope, house connection is not on. We don't got Geekin. We got Geeker Sultry, Djinn, Undercover Killer, and Boot Up Gaming. Not bad. It was worth looking, no. Huh. I was hoping somebody was on. I am not going to be playing for long, but I will play for a little bit more, I guess. I had a couple people ask me if I would play, stream a little bit after the New Year's, and I started, and none of them are here. Everybody that asked me to stream are not here. Which is funny. I think they quit right after Dr. Funk signed off. That is pretty funny. Alright, shift to Ultron. Ultron is awesome. I love Ultron in this game. Marvel Heroes needs to take some notes. Just because they have the same powers does not mean they have to be the same. Spider-Gwen and everything in this game, they have the same powers, but they do them differently every single one. So, I think that they need to take kind of note that how Future Fight does it. Even though they have the same powers, does not mean they have to be the same. You can totally make different interpretations of the same power. Absolutely make different interpretations of the same power. They can be the same, but not the same at the same time. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of true too. They never have a real plan at all. Marvel Heroes should be a little bit different though. They kind of have to have a plan. They kind of have to. The kind of thing is though, no matter how much content you put out, unless you put it out daily, there's always going to be somebody bored. I don't care how fast you come out with content, somebody's always going to get bored. The point is, you got to have content that people can replay. That is the difference. You got to have something that people find fun, that they can do over and over again. If you come out with content that they can play a decent amount of times, and you come out with it decently amount enough, they can do it. You either gotta have the balance. You either gotta have something they can play a long time, or something they can play a short term. If you bring out something in the short term, you gotta bring out something faster. You gotta do fast content. If you bring out something that somebody can play over and over and over again, but get different experiences each time, you can take a little bit more time. It's just common sense. It's gotta be either fun over a short term or a long time, and you gotta decide what is what. Come on, when they bring out Chapter 10, how long are we gonna actually play Chapter 10? Couple days? Everybody's gonna go through it with everybody in a couple of days, get the story rewards, and we're gonna be done. We are gonna be done in a couple of days after that is added. It's a sad and bad joke. It's a bad joke that we're gonna be done with the new chapter with every single hero in a day or two. In a day or two. There's no way it's gonna take over that. There's no goddamn way that it's gonna take over a day or two. If it provides story points, spirit, or anything really beneficial, that is the only reason to play it. If it don't provide any one of them, then nobody's gonna play it. Then nobody's gonna play it. If it don't provide points, if it don't provide spirit, and it don't provide health, there is no reason to play the new story. Besides to see it for the first time. And after the first time, you're gonna say, okay, we saw it. It's done. That's the problem. There's no... They need to start thinking about replayability. There needs to be something that we can replay all the time. That was supposed to be Danger Room, but that is kind of not that great. You don't see anybody talking about Danger Room anymore. Try getting a team to Danger Room now. Try getting a team to Danger Room. It's kind of impossible. Besides the people that absolutely love it. Which is kind of sad. It's brand new and I can't get Danger Room now. Wow. Midtown and thing was endless. Endless maps. The difference was that Danger Room was endless dungeons. And I still think it kind of failed. It kind of failed. Why did it kind of fail? Is because some of the places are crazy overpowered compared to the others. And there's a decent amount of reasons why that is failing. When people complain about new content and they say the new chapters, I don't care if they come up with 3 chapters tomorrow, it will probably fail. Because you're just going to go through them 3 chapters and be done. Unless they offer more PowerPoints, or more spirit, or more health, or something crucial, there is no reason to go through new story. There's no reason really to go through new story unless they offer something crucial. And even then, you go through it with the heroes you like, and you are done. After you go through it with the heroes you like, what are you going to do after that? You are screwed. There's nothing to do. There's absolutely nothing to do once you go through the heroes that you already done. So they need something with replayability. They need to think about replayability. They need to fix Danger Room. Danger Room is their only replayability right now. And they need to fix it now. They also need to add some areas to it. Fix Danger Room and get it better than what it is. Get it to where you want to play Danger Room. And then you will get at least the people that are saying that there's nothing to do anymore. You would at least have them playing Danger Room. I am almost in that boat. I am almost there that I don't have to do anything. But I am also doing this stupid thing where I have people make me prestige heroes. If I didn't have Squirrel Girl the Cosmic and Venom the Cosmic, I would be bored. I would be bored. Otherwise, I'd be farming. Of course, farming is good for me, but I understand that not everybody is like me and don't want to farm. And I understand that perfectly. You gotta remember that people don't want to farm and grind the same stuff over and over and over again. You gotta know that. That is common sense. People do not want to do the same thing over and over and over again. For me, that's fine, and I don't care. But for other people, you gotta consider the market, not just the individual. Degen is not having back since who knows how long. Since Iron Fist came out. It's kind of sad. Our top streamer is gone. Our top streamer is gone. And speaking of market, Marvel Heroes does not advertise ever. Have you seen Marvel Heroes on TV? No, you don't. They advertise on Facebook and YouTube, if you're lucky. And you gotta be looking up a Marvel Heroes video to see a Marvel Heroes advertisement. The only time you see Marvel Heroes on any other website is if you're looking up something Marvel Heroes or pretty much just Marvel Heroes. If you're not looking for Marvel Heroes, you do not see advertisements for them. Happy New Year, Luca and Faber. It's a bit zoomed in. Uh, See if that works. Ah, that kind of sucks. You can see the whole screen now. Kind of missing the sides though. I kind of don't like that. I'm just gonna keep that. Screw it. It looks good enough. Ah, shit. I went too long into that. Meh. Now I'm stuck into this mission until I'm done. No. Of course, I'm only playing this because somebody asked me to play something while it's New Year's Eve, and of course they're not here. So I ain't playing this for a little bit until I don't feel like playing it anymore. Pretty much. I can't really capture. I don't got that option. I also been drinking since I left stream. About 9 Eastern Standard Time. What the time is that? I've been drinking 9 and it's almost 2. I've been drinking something and something. 6 hours? About 6 hours. Yeah, it's almost two. About 5 hours, yeah. About five. Coming up on six. Oh, no, five, yeah. Math, that's it. Because I can't do it. Uh, I can't use Black Widow anymore. I can't use Vision anymore. Uh, let's go to the Evil West. I got almost that. Stuff and other stuff. I only bring this up because somebody asked me to bring it up, and they never showed up. So I'm streaming Future Fight for a little bit. It was Meowita and VPR. I joked around and said I wasn't gonna stream. I guess they said, okay, he's not gonna stream, so I'm not gonna watch. I love this costume though. I don't know. He was in Dr. Funk stream, and I haven't seen him since. This and Marvel Heroes would be badass. Groot as Thor. I love it. I don't care. I love it. Of course, I'm gonna end soon. This is only a quick stream. I'm already over the time that I thought I was gonna do. Ah, great. That's what I needed. More stuff. Okay, maybe this. Yeah, if HC wasn't streaming, if HC was streaming, I would be streaming myself. But since PPI and Meowita asked me if I would stream, I did stream, and now they're not here. There's nobody on really. I got Dejin and Undercover Killer. No streaming on a date. They can stream on a date. Stream date. F both those guys, man. I know who he's talking about. He's talking about Undercover Killer. Hey, I've been banned from Deezen's channel, so I know how that goes. I don't even give a shit that I was either. Hey, King, just passing by to wish you guys a Happy New Year. Happy New Year too, Papa. That's basically all I'm doing. Is just doing a Happy New Year stream. I'm gonna be ending soon, very soon. Deezen's channel. I was banned from his channel when the Big Ten event happened for the first time. When the Big Ten event happened for the first time, it screwed up everything that was on the Special Fine channel. I mean, everything that was on the Special Fine item, everything that was Special Item Fine was messed up. So Unstable wasn't dropping. Fortune Card Mark 1s wasn't dropping anymore. And that was the first Big Ten. And I told everybody that, look, since the Big Ten event happened, no Unstables are dropping, and no Fortune Card Mark 1s are dropping. And in Deezen's channel, I got told it's working fine, you can buy them. They told me you can buy Fortune Card Mark 1s and Unstables. They kept telling me this for 3 months until finally somebody at Gazillion said, yeah, Unstables and Mark 1s ain't dropping anymore. We've got Unstables fixed 6 months after that. And Mark 1 cards still haven't been fixed. If you were with me in the beta and up until open beta and the Big Ten event, Mark 1 cards used to drop 2 a day. Used to get 1 or 2 Fortune Mark 1 cards every day. 1 or 2 cards every day. And now they still don't even drop the right amount. They still don't drop in the way they're supposed to. The Fortune Card Mark 1 cards do not drop the same way. And all I got told is, you can buy them. You can buy them. Shit, I even still had something bad in my mouth because of Astros. I talked to him, I said, random hero boxes for login rewards. I know sometimes you guys forget to change the login rewards, or you can't think of anything, or it's just not time for you to add something. But could you change them to random hero tokens? And basically he mocked me and said, hey, I'm sorry I give you the wrong free stuff. And then other people kept piling on and they're like, I'm sorry, you should probably get 20 hero tokens at that. I'm like, no, I'm not asking for a max ultimate. I'm asking for, could you please change a random hero box for login rewards to a ultimate upgrade token? Because a random hero box to anybody at day 500 is useless. That's all I said. A random hero box to anybody at day 500 is useless. If it was an ultimate upgrade token, sure, I'll take an ultimate upgrade token. But then everybody spits in my face and basically tells me, F you, you're an entitled piece of shit. And basically, just like F you, they were just basically flipping me off. And then they just started mocking me. You should get 20 upgrade tokens, I bet. And blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, that's what I asked for. Yeah, I asked for 20 upgrade tokens. 20 upgrade tokens? Yeah, yep, that's exactly what I did. I asked for 20 upgrade tokens. I demand 20 upgrade tokens now. And I'm like, the fuck? It wasn't in Rush Rock stream, it was in Ryback Sons. Stun, or whatever the hell it is. Rybacks. If they were professional, they would do what Doomsaw would say, Lionel would say. It would be like, that's a good idea. F you under the table and say, yeah, we'll think about it. Because, if anybody says we'll think about it, that basically means like F you, it's staying that way. At least he could have been that kind of courteous and said F you and just say, we think about it. That's a good idea. And never say anything about it ever again. Just say, hey, that's a good idea. It doesn't mean we're going to do it. It doesn't mean we think it's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. That's all you have to say is, I think that's a good idea. And that would be the end of it. That would absolutely be the end of it. David is human, and I give him a free pass because he's probably on a little bit too much sometimes. Or at least he was back in the time. And he might have said something stupid. Watch. Shit, if I got called on everything I said stupid, I would be in deep shit all the time. So I give him a kind of free pass on that. And plus, David is in his own element, which is his home, and he just happens to be on camera. So I have to give him a sort of free pass. When somebody is not on camera and they are not being pressured into doing anything, not on at times that they are not at their best, which most streamers would mostly not stream when they're not at their best. He is on at any time she wants him on. If not, he might be able to say, no, I don't want to stream. But most of the time, she probably pressure him into it. Not that that's bad or anything. I was there when he said, yeah, the real way he said it was, sure, if we reach something OP, that people buy him more. And that's basically what he said. He said, yeah, we may release some stuff OP, and people buy him more, and we might have to tone him down. It is better than releasing him underpowered and everybody hating him. Absolutely hating that hero. It is a better choice to release him OP and nerf him instead of releasing him underpowered and everybody hating him. Because once you get a feeling of somebody that is awful, they do not release that taste in your mouth. They are always going to be awful to you. And that is true. That is kind of true. If they release somebody OP and nerf them later, and they're not bad after they nerf them, that's fine. But it's, if somebody is awful when they were released, they are always awful. That's how he put it. That's exactly how he put it. I was there. Unless there's some other time that you're talking about. But he said exactly is, yes, most people will buy the hero if they know they're OP, and we make good sales when they're OP. But if they're underpowered and they are crap, of course we're not going to make no money. Because everybody's going to know they're crap. And they're not going to buy them. They're not going to play them. And the whole point of us making new heroes is people play them. And people buy the heroes. That is understandable from any point of view. Any. But that is the statement. It got taken out of context a little bit too much. What he said was, is that, yeah, when heroes are overpowered, people love them, and sometimes we have to nerf them. When heroes are underpowered, we'd rather have them overpowered compared to underpowered. Because then at least people love them, and they get the enjoyment out of them for a week or two. And then we kind of tone them down. We kind of tone them down. I ended up with getting a She-Hulk in the random box I was gifted. I'm not sure how I felt when I played her. She's actually pretty decent. I don't like her because I don't like combo point heroes. But to level She-Hulk, she is pretty good. She has decent powers the whole time. I just did a red prestige of She-Hulk. She is good up until 60 at least. Nobody's raving about She-Hulk 60. But she is fun to level. I got her the red prestige 60, no easy. I mean, no problem. No easy. Let me shut off my watch. She is pretty good. I definitely played worse. Yeah, that's probably a good idea to stick to magic. But to play She-Hulk, she's just hopping around and killing stuff. That's all she does. Magic Summon ain't that good though, which I don't like. I even tried going Rogue Summon. Boom, boom, boom. Not bad. I'm doing a hybrid. Yeah, I got a magic summon melee summon. That's pretty decent. It's not the best, but definitely worth playing. And you do enough damage that you can hold your own, and you got enough defense that you can hold your own. Pretty much exactly what I do. Of course, you need that assassinate power with her too. Like I say with most of them, if they got assassinate power, you gotta have them. I am probably gonna get off soon. This was just a quick stream to show some future fight. So, I'll probably wait until I'm done with this series of missions, I guess. To assassinate, you gotta spam pretty much. Because for some reason the stacks ain't working right now. And you do less damage if you stack up. It is very late here. It is very late. So, I can't play too much longer. Out of Lady Heroes have nice booties. I think you spend a little bit too much time on Zoom. You spend a little bit too much zoomed in on Lady Heroes. But either way, I don't judge. Okay, maybe I do a little bit, but I'm actually also watching a cute stream sing on Twitch. Okay. Damn it, no biometric again. I would still spend money in Marvel Heroes. Not much, but I would still spend a little bit at a time. I'm not going to spend something crazy, like do what I usually do and spend like $40 at a time. But I would spend something, but not crazy. Marvel Heroes could be a lot better than what it is. We all know this, but how long do they actually have and how much can they actually push out that they actually need to have to make it a full game that somebody can play in long term? Or do they gotta do expansions all the time? They gotta decide between that. Is this something we can come out with that everybody can play all the time? Or do we have to do expansions all the time? They gotta decide that. They gotta decide content that you can do all the time. Or do we come out with expansions all the time? They gotta start deciding that decision right now. They need to decide. Can we come up with something everybody wants to play all the time? Or can we come up with content all the time that everybody wants to play? That is the threshold that we are at. We are at that threshold. That is absolutely where we are at. Can they come up with something that everybody can play all the time, or do they want to do expansions all the time? Either way is fine, and either way I probably play either way. But they're gonna decide what they want to do. Do they want to do expansions, or do they want to do something that we can play all the time? Free to play is never free to play, of course. Marvel Future Fight is free to play. It is probably the best free to play game to play out there for Android. Marvel Heroes is probably the best free to play game on the internet. But is it free to actually play? No, not really. Not if you want to store anything. Not if you want to keep anything. Of course not. There's a difference between free to play and absolutely free to play. There's an absolutely huge difference. Huge difference. Huge difference. Sometimes, in actuality, playing a pay game is cheaper in the long run. But cheap people like me are like, oh, I only spent $60 in a year. But if I spend $60 on a game that I might not even play a year of, it's a value. So sometimes it's worth it, but you gotta think of that kind of things. You gotta think of that kind of way to play. You can play for a game that's gonna be absolutely perfect the whole time you're playing it. Or you're gonna think of that game that is gonna get better over time. And you're going to spend the same amount of money, if not more. If they come out with content all the time, you're going to pay for content and everything like that. Expansions and DLC are the same goddamn thing. Except they call it different. It's basically free to play, except it's got DLC. Which is just expansive content. Basically every hero is an expansion, except a tiny bit. And you're paying a lot less. Of course I pay nothing because I've got enough splinters to do it. I just think Marvel Heroes is now, Marvel Heroes themselves and Gaz has to think about, do we want to do expansions, or do we wanna come out with new content all the time? It's got to be something that you can replayability. Do we want something that you can replay all the time, or do we want to do monthly expansions or whatever? They need to pace themselves, because we know Marvel Heroes isn't good at keeping dates. So they got to think of something long term and say we're gonna come out with an expansion every 3 months, or they got to come up with something that we can replay all the time. Danger Room was supposed to be we can replay that all the time and have something different. That hasn't worked out. So now they gotta think of something different. It's absolutely that time that they gotta think of the big picture. It's a big picture. Alright, man, enjoy the new year and all the stuffs. I'm done for now. I'll be in Marvel Heroes later. Have a good one, Luke Von Baba. I will be off as soon as I get a biometric for this guy. And I will catch you tomorrow. I will catch you tomorrow. I'll catch everybody tomorrow. And there it is. We are done. It is 2 o'clock in the morning for me. I spent an hour over what I was supposed to do. This was supposed to be an hour stream. But we went a little bit over, which is not bad at all. But I was not supposed to be on this long. I told somebody I'd be on for an hour, and I am way past that. And it is my time too to be off. So good night, everybody. Have a good night. Hope you have a good sleep. Good night. Good New Year. I will catch you on my normal stream time. Hopefully. And I will catch you all later. Have a good night, everybody. Have a safe and happy New Year.